Hey everybody, it's Grimble. Welcome back. Today we're going to be checking out My Adventures with Superman, Episode 5. So we were left with quite a cliffhanger on the last one. Lois seems to have discovered the fact that Clark is Superman, and it's no telling what's going to happen in this episode. I'm assuming she's going to be really upset that he didn't tell her. She already mentioned she hates lying. And the irony is Clark was about to tell her right before she started blaming Superman for all of her problems. And he decided, maybe not. I don't want her mad at me, I guess. There's also the possibility that something might happen that makes her forget. That's not unheard of in the Superman universe, whether it be a kiss or some other way that she just completely forgets the fact that he's Superman. There's also the possibility that he finds a way to deceive her and make her feel like, no, they're actually two different people. That's happened also before in the past. Personally, I actually hope that she does find out at this point in the series, so that going forward she kind of knows and eventually gets over the fact that he didn't tell her and understands why he didn't do it, and they can start building that relationship back up again. Because the whole she doesn't know, he's hiding, constantly sneaking around her, that has been done for a long time in various different versions of Superman, so it would just be nice to see something a little different. So with that said, I kind of want to get right into it so I can find out what she ends up doing with this information. So let's check out My Adventures with Superman, Episode 5. If you guys are interested in signing up to my Patreon, you'll be able to take advantage of ad-free content, 3 to 4 weeks early access to all reactions, which for the middle tier and above can include the full-length watch-along reactions. Those that subscribe to the highest tier will also be supporting my game and animation studio, Little Grim Entertainment. You'll have access to a sneak peek look at all of our upcoming games and animated shows. She drew the glasses.
Yes,
Bigfoot?
I know you told me not to wake you up every morning with an update on how close we are to our camping/Bigfoot finding expedition, but it's squatching time!
Uh-oh.
I guess you went jogging without me.
Aww.
Or proves that Atlantis is real. But I'm
Again,
here to tell you, nah, like it's a...
Jimmy's theories are all good. All real. Where does he get his information?
What?
If I gave you a list of dates and times, would you be able to corroborate Clark's whereabouts? For instance, on August 3rd, he said he was going to get a bagel, but he was gone for 20 minutes, and then he came back without a bagel. Also, have you noticed how often he steps out for bagels?
Is this hungry, Lois?
Has she been keeping note of this the whole time, though? Or did she just... Maybe this just happened?
It might be true, but it's crazy, but I'm 99% sure I'm right. But before I do anything, I need to be 100% sure. Thanks.
Wait, remember to meet me at the bus stop at 5 p.m. for squatching.
Poor Jimmy. Aw.
Morning is not going how I envisioned.
Uh-oh. He's a little broken.
Oh, he's here! Go!
What?
Oh.
Wait! You're...
Not Superman. The hell's in that?
Oh, what is in this? Dumbbells?
Yeah.
Ugh. Steve.
Lois! Great, you're here. I want to talk to you about the strange tech weapons that keep popping up in Metropolis. I've got an idea for how to go.
Smooth.
Here, it's easier if I show you. Livewire's harness. Intergang's weapons. Ibo's parasite suit. Livewire stole this tech and unleashed it onto our city, but someone made these weapons. And there's something weirdly familiar about the tech.
Familiar how?
I don't know. I got this. One of the planet's old dispatch scanners. Every time the tech weapons have shown up, they've nearly destroyed part of the city. So if we listen to the scanner...
We'll hear any reports of the weapons and can investigate.
This is the story I want to pursue.
Let's ask Superman about them.
I don't think he knows anything about them.
But we won't know until we talk to him. Me, you, and Superman in a room together. at the same
Oh.
Are you saying yes to writing this with me? People have been hurt by these weapons. You've almost been hurt by them, and I won't let that happen again because I
think you're missing what she was asking for, Clark.
You.
Oh.
Lois? I wanted to ask.
Units, reports of a runaway bus on
Oh,
Main
I forgot all about my bagel in the kitchen. I'll be right back.
That's big.
All units, disregard. Superman, stop the bus.
Where were we?
All units, there's a mugging on 47.
Cream cheese!
Disregard previous request. Superman has it under control.
You know, you remind me of me at your age. Plus, you're clear.
Oh,
What
man.
do you mean? I'm the Steve. I am not the Steve. I know a Steve when I see one. Always on the outskirts, never really part of the main group. A lone wolf. I am not a lone wolf. It's Kent, Olsen, and Lane. Journalism pals for life. So, where were your other halves this morning? They had things to do and something about bagels. But I've got their backs and they have mine.
That's right, Jimmy.
Well, Lois thinks my ideas are weird, but
Which she tells you because there's no secrets among the three of you. You're Steve.
Ah.
Aliens. Mothman. The Loch Ness Monster. And that one psychic starfish in Germany. Flamebird says it's all real. But I say...
Oh, no.
Ah!
Oh, no. He's the guy trashing Flamebird. Perfect.
Disregard backup request.
You're gonna get your steps in, Lois.
Sinkhole is under control thanks to Superman.
Oh, this is never gonna work.
Reports of suspicious people at McGinnis Lux Garage.
Hey, there you go.
Hold it! Right there.
Miss Lane, you can't be here. There's a robbery in progress.
You know Clark Kent, don't you?
Oh, that young man who works with you and Mr. Olson? He's quiet, but thoughtful, upstanding. I like him.
I'm good looking.
That's him. Anyhow, Clark really wanted to talk to you and track down this tech. So until Clark can show up and ask you questions himself, I'm not letting you out of my sight.
I mean, he could just break those off.
already here. Hit him and run.
Superman, are you okay?
Kryptonian. I still feel like it's related to Darkseid, but
Why does it need more
could
time?
be off. Maybe it's Kryptonian.
Gloves aren't working.
Seriously, why doesn't he just snap the chain
I'm sorry.
or the handcuffs?
Please don't
Oh.
kidnap me like the others.
Kidnap.
What?
You're not? You're the guy who's been trolling me?
Wait, you're Flamebird? Great minds, bruh! Except you're wrong about aliens. This is why I'm the mentor and you're the student. Now get my good side. I had to do voiceover for the first vids because I didn't have a camera guy. Honestly, today is working out even better than I'd hoped.
So let me get this straight. You dragged me out here to blow off work for your video stream? I thought we had a real assignment. Does Mr. White know about this?
Like you kids do what Perry tells you. Besides, this is great. Just me and my protege. Two lone wolves making videos.
I'm not like you. Me, Clark, Lois, we're best friends. The three amigos, the three musketeers.
And when you called them to help you get out of working with me, did they answer you?
Ooh. Man.
Stings. Look, you guys are tight now, but life goes on.
You are wrong. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a Bigfoot to catch with my best friends.
Okay, listen up, bud. I hate two things, secrets and liars. So you're going to tell us everything you know about that tech and what you meant about kidnapping, or I let my flying friend here cut loose.
That's not happening.
Then I'll cut loose.
Miss Lane, please don't threaten people. It's wrong.
Are you kidding me? He's the one taking us all. Every single person who got tech weapons from that live wire lady is gone.
I'm not getting anyone. Why would you think that?
I saw you do it.
But I'm not going down easy.
Working again.
What's the priority?
Superman can wait. Get our tech back.
Roger that.
Not sure who that is.
Back here.
Because it's too dangerous for you to come with me.
You're leaving me behind?
I'm sorry, Lois, but I can't let you get hurt.
Stop! Don't do this! Superman! Clark!
Okay, he heard that. He had to have. Seriously, they just don't color things. It's so weird. In the distance.
I'm not letting you take me.
I'm not taking anyone. I just want to help.
Permission to engage.
Oh.
Suit is operating at optimal efficiency. Integrating the reclaimed tech has made it stronger.
It's Deathstroke.
There will never be a better.
I thought it had like Deathstroke-y colors, but
Requesting support.
very different design.
Intergang's freeze ray. But how? Who are you?
Oh, that's easy, Superman. We're the good guys.
Agent Wilson, contain it.
Ow.
Power fluctuations are wildly off spec. The enemy is weaker than anticipated.
This technology.
Wow.
These weapons, they're
Rude.
yours. Why are you doing this?
As if you don't.
Can't be their tech.
Superman, there's no one here to swallow your lies.
You? Who are you?
I'm the one keeping the Earth safe.
So he saw him when he was a kid.
No, I just...
Again. Again.
Ooh. Man. Wow. They give zero shits.
You need to stop. People need help.
Wilson, take the shot.
No. Stand down, soldier.
General, we have an opportunity and we need to take it.
General.
That endangers civilians. Remember why we're doing this.
And when everyone...
Is that Lois's dad? Is that General Lane?
Is this your operation, Mandy, or is it mine?
I'm willing to bet that's General Lane. It hurt him.
Lois?
Clark! I was so worried. You're hurt.
Oh, that's from shaving, but there's no need to be worried.
Man, don't do it.
Don't lie to me again.
What are you talking about?
She gonna jump off?
Fine.
She's gonna
Do
do it.
this the hard way.
Lois!
I knew it! You lied to me, Superman.
I didn't lie to you, I just didn't tell you everything.
A secret is another type of lie.
You hated Superman. You said he was a liar, and you were gonna find and publish all of his secrets. My secrets.
I would never do that to you. How could you think that?
You jumped off a roof. I don't know what to think.
I don't know what we were going to be, but that's all over now. If you've got a tip on Superman.
Oh, Jimmy.
Hello. You've reached Clark Kent. Leave a message after the...
The whole gang.
Who needs them anyway?
Oh no. Is that Grodd? All right, guys, so we just finished My Adventures with Superman, episode 5. It was really, really fun. I quite enjoyed it. I was curious to see how Lois was going to take it. Of course, I should have anticipated that the investigative journalist in her would want to be 100% sure, get all the proof, and find things out her way. And she had some interesting ways of going about it, but none of them seemed to pan out right away. She was pretty sure. I mean, there was a lot of tells. The fact that he was literally disappearing and coming back, disappearing, coming back as the radio was broadcasting all these distresses and then saying, never mind. So it was pretty obvious at that point, but it was still funny. It was a fun gag. And then I guess meanwhile, poor Jimmy, he's feeling the third wheel at first and not really sure what to do about it. He had these plans, I guess, with Clark and Lois, but I guess little does he know what's actually going on between them. I understand how he feels sort of left out in that situation. At first, I was really upset that Jimmy was mad about the fact that Clark and Lois seem to be spending a lot of time together because he seems like Clark's best friend. So part of the best friend role is to be a wingman. He hasn't been a very good wingman for Clark. But then there does come a point where you still need to spend some time with your friends. So I guess maybe there's been a little too much of interaction between Lois and Clark and not as much between Clark and Jimmy. And he's definitely feeling lonely and left out. But we also have this reveal, I guess, that the group between Amanda Waller, Deathstroke, and probably General Lane, that's my guess on who that last person is. They've been creating this tech. I don't know that they're actually creating it because Superman did say that it feels familiar to him. So it's either Kryptonian or somehow he's seen it in the past and he didn't realize it. But my guess is still that it's otherworldly. I'm still kind of going with the dark side stuff at first. Maybe they're being supplied by somebody. The crazy lady, I guess, might be Amanda Waller that they were mentioning and not Granny Goodness like I originally thought. It's funny, when I saw the costume, too, for Deathstroke, I had no idea that's who it was. It's just such a very, very different look for him. But I don't mind. It's fine. I think they've redone a few designs in this show, and I like them. I like them all. I think what they're kind of going for is linking everything together to this tech. Because normally they're all not related, right? Parasite, Deathstroke, Livewire, all those things are very, very separate. So it is kind of an interesting angle. I like that they're tying all this into this tech that is out there on the streets and creating all these supervillains. And it was interesting, too, because I remember in the first episode, the news broadcast was just like, all these supervillains are showing up, and then Superman's here, and like, what the hell is going on? And it was kind of weird that in my head, I was like, that's a real big coincidence that this is all happening all at once. But it seems like General Lane must have seen Superman crash when he was a kid. And he probably found something and feels really threatened by it. And when he realized it was alien tech, he probably immediately, as a general and somebody that wants to defend the country, he decided to take it upon himself to build a team and a group that would fight against these creatures, whoever they are, that are coming to invade the Earth. I think he just sees it as his patriotic duty. He recruited Amanda Waller and then, of course, Deathstroke to work together to create this technology to put a stop to whatever alien invasion might happen. And then you fast forward, Clark gets older and he's revealed as Superman. And I think it just kind of proved to him that his concerns are validated. He's glad that he's spent this time building this tech, and now he needs to test it out. And so I think that's kind of what he's doing. He's testing it out. He's giving it to these people to test it out on Superman and gathering some data to see what it's going to take to end him once and for all. And then, of course, at the end, we have that final reveal. Lois does the thing where she jumps off the building. Pretty sure she's done that before to get him to reveal that he is Superman. I might be thinking of something else. I think that might have also happened in Spider-Man. But I could be way off. I think Mary Jane did the same thing too at one point. Anyways, clearly she was 100% certain at that point. Otherwise, she took a really big risk in doing so. But before she did it, she gave Clark one last opportunity, it seems like, to tell her the truth. And he told some lie about having to get home, and he cut himself shaving, and really stupid lie. I mean, it was obviously not that. He had to have been really bad at shaving if he left that kind of gash on himself. So I think this one's kind of on Clark. I think before he did have a little bit of leeway in the fact that she was saying that she wanted to expose him and all his secrets, all his story, everything to the world. But now that she gave him that last chance, it feels like he kind of deserves what's happening right now. Although, I don't know, because it's still the possibility that she might go out and reveal his secret. You know, I think the hard part is Clark likes her and he thinks she's a good person, but he's not sure quite yet where her priorities are in terms of a friendship or even a love interest with him and her career. Because if she finds out who he really is, then those two things will be on opposite sides of each other. To further her career, the best thing she could do is reveal who Superman is. That's a huge scoop. That's a big news story. That would get her all of the Pulitzers. But on the other hand, if she really loves him, she wouldn't want to do that to him and expose him to the world. So those two things would inevitably conflict with each other. And I think Clark is just unsure of which one would win out in the end. It's not that he doesn't think she would love him or like him or any of that or is a good friend. She just is also a really determined reporter. So I can kind of understand his hesitance and skepticism. And I think he was hoping to eventually date her a little bit, get to know her more before making that final decision to reveal it, because he would trust her at that point enough to say she wouldn't do this to me. And on the flip side, Lois's comment is that she wouldn't have done that, and he should have realized that by now. So it's hard to say because it's only been 5 episodes, so as a viewer, it feels like they haven't really known each other that long. But, you know, of course, we don't really know how much time has passed in between each episode and how much off-screen things they've done together. So they could have built up enough of a rapport at this point that Clark should have realized that she wouldn't have done that to him if he had told her his secret. But he didn't, and now the secret's out. And it seems like the gang is just breaking up. Jimmy's upset that they both ditched him over the Bigfoot thing. And Lois, of course, is upset that Clark lied to her about being Superman. And now it seems like they're all just drifting apart from each other very, very quickly. So it'll be interesting to see how they try to repair that relationship between the three of them. And if Lois can get over the fact that Clark didn't tell her for so long. And then also right at the end, we got this little teaser of Jimmy out in the woods looking for Bigfoot, and lo and behold, there looks like a Bigfoot right behind him. But it also looks like a really big gorilla, so to me, I think that's Gorilla Grodd, another villain for Superman. And it'll be interesting to see if Gorilla Grodd is somehow also tied to this technology. Most likely that's the case because that seems to be the theme going forward with this show. So looking forward to finding out more about that. But guys, that's all I got for this episode. Please continue on the conversation down in the comments and let me know what you guys thought about this episode when you watched it. Were you on Clark's side or Lois's side in terms of did she have the right to be upset with him about not telling her at this point in time? Or are Clark's points valid in the fact that she was basically threatening to expose the secrets? Or is Lois correct in that he should have realized she wouldn't have done that by this point? Really curious to hear what your thoughts are on that. And as always, guys, please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed the content today. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Check out my Patreon page. There's a lot of great perks for everybody there. Guys, it's been fun. This was a really awesome episode, and I'm really looking forward to the next one. So I'll catch you guys all in the next reaction.